Hello, welcome back to Pluto Fairy Tarot. I'm Jay, and I'm getting a really strong pull to read with no specific download, so just gonna open up, tap in, see what comes through. This will be timeless in general as always, so take what resonates when and how it resonates, and leave what doesn't. My ears ringing. I haven't even said anything to have confirmed yet, but I guess it's just we're on to something, Spirit just said. Okay, what are we on to, Spirit? What's going on? What do the people this reading is for need to know? Five of Cups reversed. At first, I was going to say, like, not to cry over the spilled milk, right? Like, to not dwell on it. But Spirit's saying there's not even going to be spilled milk to have the opportunity to dwell on. It's like people are trying to sabotage you, and it's like you're going to take a different. I'm seeing people set up a bunch of booby traps, right? I'm seeing like Wile E. Coyote, right? Trying to set up all these traps. And then you just take a different route to work, and so none of it affects you. It's like one little change you're making completely prevents this from occurring at all. My left ear is ringing really strong. So yeah, if you feel called to like take a different route to work one day, that could be a literally very specific message. But at least metaphorically, it's some little change you're making that has dramatic knock-on effects, right? I'm seeing. So someone doesn't want me to say this. Spirit, can you handle that? Thank you. I got really mad as I almost said this, so I'm going to say it anyway. I'm seeing dominoes, right? Just one tiny little domino. You tip that, it can have dramatic long-term effects. It can build up to knocking down a huge thing, right? I'm seeing it start as like tiny little domino, and they get slowly bigger and bigger as it goes. They really don't want me to say this. Oh my gosh, really insistent. And it ends up knocking over an obelisk, like a huge obelisk. And it just builds up to that. Now, if you just tried to push the obelisk over, it wouldn't work. It has to be this indirect way. It has to take the time it takes. There's power in the subtlety, Spirit just said. Don't let them convince you otherwise. King of Cups reversed. I just heard, this might sound a little crazy, but bear with me, abdicating emotional responsibility. You don't even need to be concerned about something. So people have been exploiting your kind heart to convince you to care about things that were never your responsibility to keep you stuck. Give me a minute. Okay, so as I said, of abdicating responsibility emotionally, I was gone for a while, and while I was gone, I mean, more download come in of while you were spending your energy and time caring, they were robbing you blind. So it's like you had this vault that was packed full of riches, metaphorically. Hopefully, this didn't literally happen. Um, it didn't. But you had this vault packed full of riches, and you, if you went back and looked now, oh, I'm getting that Skyrim. This could be a very specific message for someone. When during the Thieves Guild quest line, when you uncover that, was it Mercer? I think it was Mercer. Whatever his name was, they found out that he'd been using the skeleton key to rob the vault, and they had nothing left. And they're able to rebuild it afterwards, but the problem had to be dealt with. They had to uncover the deception. And so when you, as I said, abdicate emotional responsibility, some people are going to get very, very, very irrationally angry at you. That is letting you know who and what the problem is, or was, because it's not going to be a problem anymore because you're freeing yourself. And you're going to be able to rebuild your coffers, I just heard, right? Um, and also call it back to you, Spirit just said. And if that pulls it out of a deal, right? Like they're using what they stole from you to make a deal, and the deal falls through because you called it back to them, that's what they deserve. Don't extend that sympathy of like, oh, I don't want to make it harder for them, right? Ignore the background noises. Um, that's what they deserve. They had no right to take it and to utilize your energy in that way in the first place. Okay? Page of Wands. You're restarting. And Spirit just wanted me to say this. It's never too late, ever. Right? You're not starting from zero, essentially, but you are rekindling something. I'm seeing, because it's the Page of Wands, fire, taking an ember and turning it into a bonfire. Right? Your old campsite got taken over. And while you can't, Okay, I ran out of space. So, as I was saying, it's like your campsite got taken over and you can't get it back, right? You can't salvage the old situation. But what made that site good was not the location, it was you. It was thriving because you were there and you were tending it. So let them keep it, right? Cut your losses. Don't hold on to that old bullshit and move on, right? Because as I was saying, you have this ember, you can recultivate a new wonderful situation for yourself, a new garden. Excuse me, intuitive birth confirmation. And I just heard magic soil. It's like people thought your garden was thriving because you unfairly claimed a plot of magical soil. And so if they kicked you out, then their gardens would thrive, but they wouldn't, because their gardens wither because they don't take care of them, because their energy is rotten. Your garden thrived because you took care of it and your energy is golden, right? I don't usually say that, golden, as just like a general term for really good, but Spirit told me to use that specifically. Like that's really going to resonate for somebody. I'm also seeing like golden sunlight. Sunlight's white, but depending on how it's moving through the atmosphere, it can be more yellow sometimes. Um, the Spirit also wants me to point something out. There's a lot of people who think the sun has changed colors because there's so much less air pollution. And if you go places that still have a lot of air pollution, it still looks yellow. um, so don't mistake the change to mean something's wrong. Things changed because something's right now. You were so used to the old smog and oppressive energy that freedom might feel scary. But when you walk away, as I said, when you take that different path to work, as I said in the original, when you the original filming, because this is like the third part that I'm going to have to stitch together. And when you abdicate the emotional responsibility, you relocate campsites, whatever metaphor we want to use here. When you do these things, they're not going to be able to follow you. It's like I'm seeing after you take a step, you lift your foot, and that footprint fills back up. The divine is covering your tracks. The divine is covering your tracks. If you choose to walk away. If you choose to take responsibility for your trajectory, you're going to have so much assistance. Okay, one more card, please. Ace of Wands reversed. Navigate through the dark, I just heard. Because the Ace of Wands for me can be a torch. And if you're moving in the night and you have a torch, people will see you. So working more with shadow energy, with underworld energy, which does not mean bad or evil. People want you to think it does, that you don't work with it. But if you work with that, you'll simply slip away and leave all the bullshit behind. It's not avoidance, Spirit wants me to specify. It's not leaving it behind in that sense. It's truly releasing yourself from it. Anything else? Knight of Cups and Eight of Pentacles. Putting in the work and receiving, Spirit just said. At first I thought this was you. This is not. Spirit just said you almost crossed paths many times with this Knight of Cups, and your spirit teams, yours and theirs, kept redirecting you, so you'd never, right? You could be headed right towards each other, and your teams would split your paths because it wasn't the right time. If you encountered one another before the time, this isn't for everyone, but if you encountered each other before the time, not only would the connection not have formed, it may have even soured it and prevented it from forming in the future. So it wasn't allowed to happen. So once you free yourself from this, your spirit team, they're all giving a thumbs up, like, okay, we're going to let you meet now. And they're working on themselves too, whoever this is talking about. Excuse me, intuitive birth confirmation. Statistically, this is probably a romantic thing, but doesn't have to be. It could be any kind of relationship, any kind of connection that was prevented from forming because the timing wasn't right. And Spirit just said that's the reading. So I hope that reading resonated and was helpful for you. If it did resonate and was helpful, you can let me know by liking the video, commenting if you want to, and subscribing to the channel if you'd like to see more readings from me in the future. All right. Good luck and goodbye.